Hello. So hoping we're loading right now. So just while we're loading, good evening to everyone out there. We've got picked up Asteroid Day hat again. Yeah, Asteroid Day is going to be coming on June 30th once again. Yeah, interesting night last night. We might talk about it later, but we're going to be doing some Kerbal space program and stuff like that. Yes, just watching the new Glenn video. Best of I think I think so I think the whole moving target in the video, I don't think it was meant to be moving target, right? I don't think that's what they're actually showing, but I think it's just the person that did the video was like, well, they didn't know, which I think is kind of funny. The thing is, what's interesting is that Blue Origin actually got a patent on landing on a barge, and of course, SpaceX is like, well, that's ridiculous. Like, there's people have been talking about that since the 50s, since even before that. So, like, why should you get a patent? But it did force, like, SpaceX, instead of talking about landing on a barge, they started specifically saying, no, 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 we're landing on a ship, because a ship isn't a barge, so it was different enough. Yeah, whatever. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Trotter, Pushing Robot, Zesprit, Mount Kiosko, Joshua Shostak, as usual, The Other Davies, Magoobs, JK Part, Shake Fu, Criminal Newey, McHubble, Dr. Festus, Krankenstein, the Cairo Dude, the only Big T, and Captain Crispy, and my god, everyone's going too fast, I can't keep up. By Magic Fish, Histotoxic Pilot. That's really confusing. Listen, I need a beer. So, today we have the Party Boy Ale. Let's bring this full screen. Party Boy. You can see the dude is wearing a spacesuit. This is a what is it you call it? It's a Brett fermented Brett. This is a type of ale, yeast, I think. IPA style beer. It's a nice big one. 6.2% alcohol, so I should be getting a little bit, but not too much. How's the audio, by the way? I hope the audio isn't clipping. Would I buy stock in SpaceX? That's a very good question. I don't know. I'm not really a person that plays the stock market. I tend to just put cash in a low fee index fund, which apparently is what that other smart guy does. Woo! Sorry. I inhaled my beer there. Is this escaping? No. The beer is just wanting to escape. No, I was just very disappointed. This thing is just overflowing. The reason I ask about the audio, the beer just wants to keep coming. This is so... I can't leave it sitting because it's just going to overflow. Damn it. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's this guy that, made a lot of money by investing. And he made a bet like 10 years ago that against somebody that worked in financials, that his low, like a low cost index fund would make more money than a hedge fund. Yeah, he just won that bet by a big amount. My god, this beer just keeps on shooting up. Okay, oh, this is a real... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Cancel. It is kind of tasty. It just keeps coming. I don't remember what I was using. I'm going to use default. Have I tried Danish Hancock beer? No, I haven't. The problem with the head is that I have to sit this on my desk, and I don't want my desk to get covered in sticky beer. Have I ever played the old Space Games Freelancer? Yeah, I made 10 episodes and then got bored of making episodes. Ah, oh, man. Seriously, are we even doing phrasing anymore? So anyway, this is still being terrible. I want to continue with my Battlestar Galactica project. This is the battle. This is the one that I had, right? This, I can't stop drinking this. This is so hard. Look, I put it up, and it just is like, nope, I'm gonna keep coming out until you drink me. So, yeah, I looked at this and said, oh, man, okay. This is just comical. This is just so comical. Have I thought about getting a cup? No, that would just ruin everything. Okay. Moving that forwards, moving the, oh, darn. I see. Okay, we'll move that forwards and we'll bring this back. Oh, I think it's starting to slow down now. Oh! That was something serious. Oh, no, it's still there. So, I realized that the wings that I have, the placement is incorrect, so I need to fix those. But the real thing that I'm going to do is work on the launch tubes, because now I have my mass accelerator. I am going to need to, you know, I'm going to try to make this fit through the mass accelerator, but I want to get it flying again first. So I actually took the mass accelerator part that I had a couple of weeks ago and I scaled it up. So, okay, that's looking good. Like, so let's do that. Double those. Because I took a look at the design and I realized that the actual Viper has quite long wings. There, that's easier. So that actually helps me from a lift standpoint, I think. That's actually pretty good. Okay, I think we're getting there. That looks a little more like it. Well, I'm glad people are still enjoying Galileo Conquest. I gotta admit that it kind of went a little awry in places, but ultimately I still like doing it. I mean, it's very hard for me to keep everything going all at the same time. We also, last week, we had the Games Developers Conference, which was really fascinating. Oh, Lafayette, California. That's awesome. That's really near me. I mean, not really, but it's pretty close. I mean, I actually used to live on Lafayette Street. Oh, yes. I think that looks better. Okay, we'll call this Viper Mark II. Save that. Let's see where the center of lift is versus the center of mass. Center of mass. Center of lift is still back there. Actually, wait, why did... I thought I dragged this thing in. You silly thing there. Let's drag that there. I think that's gonna work. Let's save that and try launching it. Oh, fix the raw and yaw on the roll. Yeah, Novato. Do you know there's a nice little space center, space museum in Novato? I occasionally meet those guys at events. I should probably wait until it's sun there. Oh, look, we have a Battlestar thing sitting there. Do you see that? My test rig. I don't know why it's sitting there, of all places, but we should try landing in it or something. Look at that. That is beautiful. Man, if only the flickers were things. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. So what you're saying is we need what, yaw only on this, right? And then these should be pitch only. Oh man, it's escaping. Interstellar was just so hard and so made up as I went along. Like the whole was it Yoga Kerman? I forget. Wait. The subplot with the trader, I wanted to get something fun happening, and that totally came. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, well that's gonna be a problem. I am gonna disable pitch on this because I don't want to have... Oh, okay. I need to slow down. I'm trying to pitch up, but this thing, when it pitches up, it rolls regardless. Okay. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna cancel that. Resume flight. That's fine, it's daytime now. Okay, now go to Space Center. Okay. Okay, anyway. Man, I'm sorry, this is just starting to crack me up here. Wait, I have a coaster! What a genius idea! Like a coaster! Or a beer mat. My god, genius. That should save me. A Krakistochrone curve. I have no idea what that is. So JK Part is asking, do I know what a Krakistochrone curve... I know what a Brachistochrone is. It's basically a minimum time path between 2 points. And we actually use that in things like... in certain types of sci-fi, right? Where we're talking about... Okay, so that we have extra... Oh, we have extra fins there. That might have been the problem. Let's try launching this again. Oh, wait, no crew. I think we've killed all our crew. We need more pilot. Wait, we've only got Donber Kerman is the only pilot? Are you kidding me? Okay, Donber. Yeah, I think just the act of me drinking it is making it foam. This is very problematic. Oh, yes. Losing all my dignity here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this thing should fly now. I should throttle back a bit as well. I think it needs to turn a little faster, but it's nice that we have bigger wings that makes it look a little more like the thing from Battlestar. Do you think having the nozzle based on the Brachistochrone will cause the exhaust to come out faster? You know what? I am not an expert on nozzle design, right? Obviously what we talk about is the de Laval nozzle, which was... it's really designed around a certain expansion profile, and honestly... I am not enough of an expert in rockets to know anything about this. Despite making a video on the subject, that was a video from somebody that only barely knew what he was talking about. Let's see if we can fly through this. Oh! Wow. That was an awesome crash. Holy moly, that is one... Remind me to post that to Twitter later. Okay, I think that's great enough for now. Oh, actually, you know what I thought? Space plane hangar. I think what we could also do... Am I hitting on Vsauce? What? Am I hating on Vsauce? No! Why would I be hating on Vsauce? You know, he did the Brachistochrone thing, which is different. But yeah, I mean, when you have, like, you know, in the Expanse where your spacecraft basically accelerate at a third of a g continuously and then flip around and decelerate at a third of a g, that's what you would call a brachistochrone trajectory. So those exist in sci-fi as well. Okay, now what have we done? We've moved the center of thrust, center of mass. Moved the center of mass backwards. So that's what this is all about. Hold on, slide. There we go. And then, do we have any fuel in there? If I do, like, I'm just going to turn on infinite fuel right now. Cheats, infinite fuel, and electricity. Lunch. Still making the... I'm sort of working on the Viper, but what I want to do is now throw it into a launch tube. That's really what this is all about. Oh, look, it's a Mark 1 Viper. We're going to use these engines instead. Not having the thrust vectoring is going to complicate things. But actually, I think it seems to have shifted the center of mass quite nicely. I'm going to throttle back a little. Yeah, it does not turn well. Maybe it's because I'm traveling at close to the speed of sound. Oh, no, so you did actually say brachistochrone trajectory, right? That's what you were talking about, rather than... Because I'd never heard of brachistochrone. Oh wow, so somebody started watching The Expanse a few days ago and they are already caught up. Okay, well I've just been spending a bit of time doing the math on spinning up asteroids, and I hope you didn't want to live on Ceres like in The Expanse, because that ain't gonna happen. Okay, so here's me trying to not crash. I can't maintain altitude. This is crazy. I have to have like such a high attack angle here. At this speed. Oh. Let's try flying it through the thing. Nice. Oh, beautiful. So you see that I have actually been working on the docking bay there, right? And so actually what we can do is throttle this to 100% and take it up to space. So, because now I've switched these out for these infinite fuel things, right? I don't think it matters too much about infinite, control surfaces. Dang, I was quite impressed by that. Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, the thing is, I guess, though, that... I guess the focus on weapon systems in The Expanse is on super intelligent weapons that are able to dodge the fire that's trying to take them down, and bypass planetary defenses and things like that. So it does actually make a certain amount of success that nukes are relevant. It's not the nukes, it's their super classified guidance systems. There we go. So I can fly this into space. Oh no, we're gonna make all of Galactica. That's the ultimate plan here. But right now we're just trying to make... I'm just trying to make a Viper that flies. I'm gonna put this thing to orbit because I can. Let's stop my vertical speed a little and accelerate forwards. Note the reaction control thrusters here. Yeah, the problem with that docking bay is the lighting is a little insanely bright. Unrealistically bright, let's say. Okay, so that's actually me in orbit there. Now I can go back to the tracking station, go back to the space center. So we got a Viper, which sort of flies. We can probably iterate on it. I wanted to work on the launch tube, and a couple of weeks ago we did this awesome launch mass driver thing, which I flew it to the moon. But now Now I've gone and I've got the updates from the developers, and I have scaled. Oh, I thought I'd scaled these things up. Wait, X40? I thought I'd scaled these things up. Oh, there we go. Hold on. X40, that's interesting. Let's just try doing a new thing here. New craft, do I want to save? Yes, I want to save and continue. Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd scaled this up, so let's try the X10. X10. Ah. No, apparently I hit the wrong thing. I'm going to go in and give me 1 second. Give me a minute. Give me more than a second. Give me several seconds, because what I'm going to do is edit some parts here. Games, KSP, DMP, game data, interstellar mass accelerator, part accelerator. I'm just editing some parts here, right? This is what I'm going to do. If you go to monitor, you can actually see what I'm doing. So these are the parts, and I did this scale thing here, but I think what I really am supposed to be doing is hitting the rescale factor. Let's try rescale factor. Let's try that. Rescale factor 2. 1 and 2, because I definitely had these things scaled up, so I'm not sure why. Maybe they changed the way it was interpreted, or maybe it's getting overridden by something else. We'll find out. Soon enough. Soon enough we shall find out, my friends. Soon. So the idea is that the scale and the scale factor let you rescale the thing, the whole thing, and nothing but the thing. Mass accelerator slave biggest. X80, that should have a rescale of 8 as well. Oh, thank God this beer isn't forcing me to continue drinking it really, really fast. That just was becoming rather embarrassing. It was like this, continual flow of beer that wouldn't stop or cessate. So I'm saving that, and then F12. What I can do is resources. Where is it? Control database. Reload database. Parts. That's great. I guess the reload doesn't work anymore. Okay, well, so much for that. I thought the reload worked now, but apparently it doesn't. So hold on, we have the X10. I thought I'd scaled that damn thing up. Or maybe I did it in another one. Because I was able to get like a spacecraft to fly down the middle. The beer of the night is Tahoe Mountain Brewing Company Party Boy. I think I've broken something with this. Either that, the model just doesn't scale properly. Okay. So, I think we might have to go temporarily and restart Kerbal Space Program. So that's what I'm going to do. Gonna try this because I really want to have this big thing working. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. So, top right. We're going to let this go. So yeah, any questions? Do we have... What do I think of German beer? Germans did a fine thing of making beer. I mean, I think all beer is worthy of being beer. I mean, beer is a good thing. The name of the beer describes every college party. I don't know, you haven't been to some of the parties I've been at, which was... beer was not a thing. Yeah, JK Park. I tend to. I mean, if you happen to be in San Francisco around lunchtime, then maybe I can, have lunch. But I don't travel to see people. It's really impossible because I'm so busy all the time. What do I think about the SpaceX moon mission? Well, TK0423, I did make a video about that, and I think that it is. I mean, it does sound a lot like what Deep Space Adventures were promising. DSE Alpha are that they are the people. Space Adventures. They are the people that are the company that has been organizing all the space tourism, and they had pitched something called DSE Alpha, and this sounds exactly the same. So yeah, I think this is possibly related. Cancel, resume save, default, load. Let's see if this makes the rings scale correctly. Ever thought about getting a 3D printer? Sure, but no. Ever had spotted cow from New Glarus? No, I haven't had spotted cow from New Glarus. Utility. Now let's see if the thing is scaled properly. Oh, that's what I was hoping for. Yes, okay. I knew I'd hit the rescale factor wrong. Okay, so we have the X20, which is bigger, right? And so, in theory, if I zoom out and start joining these things together, so we have the master, and then we have the slave. Oh, wait. Yeah, so I can grab these and keep, stick them one after the other. So that's like my accelerator tunnel there, right? Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so next thing we need to do is to have all the structural things. Structure. Where's my structure? Oh wait, no, I gotta actually select this one. Yeah, I gotta put the launch clamps on everything because we want to be able to aim this thing. Oh, I should have that in stereo. I'm gonna get rid of these. Get rid of these. So basically, after I made that video, functionality kind of got sort of figured out, and we do now have a cavity through which the thing can fly. Accelerator. Save. If I tried building the endurance from the Interstellar movie, maybe, but no. Okay, so let's try seeing if the Viper will. How can I fit the Viper in here? Let's actually just try putting a thing. Okay, how about that? We'll do a pair of these. Yeah, so we'll stretch out and then. There we go. So we're going to build like a platform on which to sit my launch system. So we're strutting this up using the invisible struts. The invisible struts. Okay. So the thing is, because we can't do proper things, because we can't use the Steam Catapult style launcher, I have to kind of improvise here. Actually, I should just attach that to this instead. Aha! Brilliant! What? Why are you doing that? No! Thank you. Okay, so that's kind of a start. What I can do is strap this together. I can put like a thing on top. But let's actually put the struts on first. Structural struts. Actually, let's do these ones. Aha. Okay, so let's put like a really simple plane on top of this. So what I should probably do is have a... Yeah, I'll have these come over like that. Good. And then I need just one thing in the middle here. Like that. And then we're going to start building like our docking adapter here, right? So we're going to dock it to the back, at least temporarily, initially, just to start with. Wait, did I use the... I used the regular Clampotron. I should use the Clampotron Junior. And what I can do, right, is I can grab one of these, get rid of it, and just do simple. And then we'll grab the move and slide it toward the middle so we get perfectly in the middle. Bingo. Okay, now we can start building like a little test plane out of this. And I am hearing some stuff in my head. Scott, I have a quick question. There's another game you played involved being wrecked and stranded on Mars and having to survive. That was called Take on Mars, and it launched properly about a week or so ago. So, yeah, that's what that's all about. That's actually... No, let's do that. Let's find... Oh. Structural... Yeah. No, it's not an LM3 adapter. I need an adapter which is closer to the size that I... There, that's what we'll do. RL10. And we'll put like a little fuselage adapter on this as well. Structural... Fuselage. And then we'll put like the commands capsule on the front. There, so we're totally gonna have this like sliding down the middle here. I guess we'll just make it look like a missile to start with, right? We'll just put some canards all around. Okay, that is not quite the way I wanted you. Thank you. That is going to be amazing if it works. Yeah, I've been actually looking at the latest versions of Children of a Dead Earth. The main thing, I guess, that I've been doing, I've been looking at the guy that's been redesigning the ships, which has been very nice to watch. But, you know, it's... I'm now having like other weird, annoying, or that game I love in a way that pains me because I want it to be so much better than it can ever be. And that is no, you know, there is nothing bad about it being imperfect in that way. It just is a kind of reality. Okay, so let's try. I'm trying to hook this thing on here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take this off temporarily. Why do you not want to do this? Damn it. I'm holding Alt. Why are you hooking up there? There's nothing there. Come on, just gently. Thank you. Now 2 of them? Yes, okay. There's that weird attach node there that's confusing it. Okay, so that goes there. And then we need like a little support structure underneath to a rail for it to sit on. And we might actually, this might actually be too far away for it to support the launch, but I guess I'm just gonna, figure that out. This is so hard to do properly because I'm so terrible at things. Okay, so we got that sitting in the middle. This thing should just like launch out of there, ideally. And what I need to have is reinforcing stuff. Reinforcing like this. Here. This. Here. And that's good. Why is the one on this side not working? Why do you taunt me so? There we go. Okay. I'm going to try this and see what happens. Oh, I need to put somebody in it. I need to put some crew member in it. We still don't... okay, I got to hire a bunch of people. And then I need to go back and I need to try hiring a bunch more people. So I get pilots. Thank you. Pilot. 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 Thank you. Lunch in San Francisco's Civic Center area. I don't really have any... I mean, Civic Center's near Soma. God, there's so many options. What? I put a pilot in it. What are you talking about? This thing is... Oh, crap. You know what? I forgot to put command pods on it. That's what I forgot. Okay, gotta revert. Revert flight to spaceplane hangar. I don't know when manned missiles or crewed missiles were phased out. Okay, so actually what I realize I need is like a command pod attached to the side here so that it can do my bidding when the time comes. There. That'll do it. That's the brains. There's no staging on this thing. Okay, so now... This is very, very strange. Okay, so we've got to right click on this and decouple the node. Okay, and it's a little off center here. Now the question is, can I arm the accelerator, start the countdown, so the countdown starts. Oh, switch over to it. And I thought I had a crew member in this, but apparently not. Nice! Well, the launch accelerator worked pretty well. Highest speed achieved. G-force! 146 million Gs. Ah, well. Okay. So you know what? I think I might have to turn on... like, can I reduce... Yeah, maybe I should reduce the power level of these things. Let's just reduce the power level. Okay. Now let's put some crew in, like I suggested. Save and launch. Oh yeah, Absinthe. Yeah, I used to go to Absinthe all the time, but I don't know about a lunch place. I was always there being, you know, a drinky type thing. Okay. Once again, back with the incredible. Okay, so T for stability control. And, actually, let's ignore max temperature. Since I think that might be contributing. Okay. Arm the accelerator, start the countdown. It's the final countdown. Here we go. It's just balancing on the middle there. Come on. Well, that didn't work nearly as well as it did previously. That's so disappointing. Let me just see. Oh, yeah. I'm going to turn that back on as well. But what I want to see is collided into runway. Collided into I-beam, I-beam, I-beam. Okay, you know what? Let's make the thing no crash damage and unbreakable joints for now. Let's just see. And then revert flight to launch. That was pretty impressive. So apparently we managed 75% of the acceleration that you would expect on the Large Hadron Collider. That's not a bad thing to have. Okay, so let's arm the accelerator. We can't arm it because there's nobody there. So I need to decouple this. Decouple node. Oh, wow. There's some weird glitches going on there. That might explain the problem, to be honest. Arm. Start the countdown. There, now we're in this. Let's see if it'll work. It worked so well earlier, but it looks like I'm actually pinned between these. Whoa! Well, I'm so glad I turned on cheats there. Okay, so we get a few things that we need to do. We need to make this launch system. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Those things were definitely not inside each other when I originally created them, but I can move them to fix that. So let's do that. Yeah, that's more like it. Squeeze it in there just slightly. Okay, and then there's the problem that this thing just simply wasn't going nose up. So I think maybe I'll replace these with bigger wings. Well, actually, I don't know, I need to move everything forward. I'll move these wings forward. That's what I'll do. Slide them forwards. There. And then the other thing I'm going to do is enable some action groups here, right? So this, I want this to decouple and undock at the same time. Wow, a big guy has the best example. He wants me to build 2 accelerators pointed to each other and smash little Kerbal spaceships into each of them, and see if we get little new fundamental Kerbal spaceships appearing. I'm going to put the lighting overhead because it's too dark. It's too dark. Okay. But I like how this fits down the middle now. So, yeah. That, excellent. Arm, start, and we're ready to go. It is nose, the nose is slightly low. Come on. Oh, yeah. I did start to pitch up there for but a second, but it needs a bit more work. I think the problem is there's just way too much mass way forwards here. That's all I can think of. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is take these and slide them back and then put like wings a little further forwards. So these are canards. And then, now that we've got this working, we can start to figure out how to launch our little Viper as well. Like, that's the next thing. But Delta Deluxe Winglet. Okay. Is that the force? No, they're all firing together. That's how this thing works. I'm not really caring too much because I'm going to switch this thing over at some point. Okay. That. Arms, start countdown, stability. Oh, actually. Stability control. Let's roll this back. Whoa, there, look! Look, it's now flying. Woohoo! Let's actually disable all of these here. Okay, you see, that's a little bit... It works a little better now that I've disabled all that. Most of the mass is entirely coming from that cockpit there. Let's aim for the runway. Let's see if I can actually make it to the runway here. I'm probably going to run out of electricity before then. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Brilliant, I tell you. Okay, so look, we were able to launch something from this. That is great. Now, go to the space... Well, once this stops, let's go to the space center. Right, so now we got to figure out how to put the Viper into that thing and then make it a whole lot longer, right? Oh, great. Thank you. What even is this guy? Kleptomoose, what are you talking about? How far into the ground would you get if you pointed that thing facing the ground? I've no idea. Okay, so we're going to save this launch tube, right? So I'm going to have to change the loading system, right? And what I'm going to do is open the Viper. And we need to somehow create like a Viper component here. So where can we attach like a load feature on this? Actually, we could probably put something down the middle and then have that just detach. That might be the best option, right? Yeah, so let me see if I can do that. There's maybe a thingy. That's a technical term. Thingy, you know that? Oh, either that, or I could just attach a Clampotron Junior. Hold on, I'll do this, right? So what we'll do is we'll attach a Clampotron Junior to the bottom here. Aha! Brilliant! And then we'll rotate it. Sorry, we'll rotate it and we'll move it, actually. Move this way. And rotate it this way. Okay. Okay, so that's that. That'll be your docking port. And then we have to have this here. And I don't know, something else. I'm just going to stick this here right now. So I'm going to tuck this Viper Mark to like sub-assembly. And so what I'm going to do is change the root to be this object at the back, right? So now I can grab this as a sub-assembly and save it. So we do this, we select sub-assembly, we just hold Alt, and that's us got this, drag it into the sub-assembly drop zone, and I'll call it Viper. Viper. Okay, so now... So let's just don't save. I'm going to load up the launch tube. And we need to figure out how to make that available. And so actually, I think this whole design is completely bogus here. What I'm going to do is have like a set of stuff coming over the top here initially. So we're going to do away with the symmetry to start with, because instead we're going to attach it over the top. Oh, there shouldn't be two of them there. Right, yes. That should be good. Oh, crap. Did not mean to copy the entire launch tube. Sorry, I don't need another launch tube just yet. We are working in a singular launch tube environment. There is only one launch tube job available. I'm sorry, we will get back to you when the time is right. Okay. So now, get my Viper, and then attach it to this. And that, I will point out, is not the way we're going to do this. Oh, look at that! Is that not convincing? Oh, this is going to be so awesome if I can make it work. If I can make it work. Okay, first of all, we're going to have to, like, secure everything here. Hold on. No. Cancel. I'm going to grab this. So, we need struts. We need a lot of struts. We need the struts to end all struts. Of course, I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, but I'm going to say right now, if it was just me, all alone, like, and nobody was watching, I would totally be playing Crusader Kings right now. Because there's a new expansion, and I'm such a fan of Crusader Kings. And last week, actually, I went to the Paradox party, and those guys are awesome. I love them all, and you know they're so fantastic. And actually, I'm just saying that so they'll invite me to more parties. Just kidding. No, I really had a fantastic time, and we got to see the new expansions for Stellaris. So, very excited about that. And I'm not just saying that to try and get more invites to free parties. I really am quite excited for the new expansions to Stellaris. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here... Actually, what I should do, I'll do this. Drag that into the middle. There we go. You know what? I think we might have a problem with that middle wheel there. Okay, scratch this. This is the wrong idea. Get rid of this whole thing. I think what instead I'll do is I'll have another support coming straight up through the middle here. There, that's it. So we'll basically take that, lift it up. You lift me up. You lift me up to the higher ground. Oh, that's an old 80s song. Sorry, it's stuck in my head suddenly. That happens when you're me, is that you just hear something and your brain goes off and starts singing a song. It's perfectly normal, but it's just what happens with me. And many other people, but I have a lot of songs in there. Like, anything you can say can totally set me off into song land. And as I said, I have a lot of songs. Yeah, I would love to have the time to play another Stellaris. I really enjoy Stellaris, and I wanted to do a proper Last Federation playthrough. But, like, my scheduling just didn't work for it. Like, the Last Federation is great if you like the idea of politics in Stellaris, but you don't want to build giant, space war armies all the time. Oh, damn it. Like, okay, get rid of these. There must be better sheets. So, oh, here we go. 1 by 1, 8 by 8. 8 by 8. I don't know why I was messing around with those little things when I have an 8 by 8 one of these. So I can now just lift that up just a little. That's me more or less sitting in the right place. And then we just need struts. Uh-oh. Okay, well that is slightly too short. I guess what I can do is attach 2 of these here. Yeah, that'll do. I'll attach these here like this. I'm sure this will be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Let's give it a go. Oh, abort the launch. We need to put a crew in this. And you know what? Since it's a Viper launch tube, we need it to be longer now, don't we? So let's actually just grab this thing. Let's grab it. And I'm going to double the length. Where are you? Where are you? Let's put these... There we go. That's looking better. Oh, do I have the hanger extender? Oh yeah, look at that. We can totally make this even longer yet. Okay. That's starting to look like a Viper launch tube, right? Clear the runway and proceed. Yeah, so actually, you know that game that, if you saw that video I posted from GDC where we played objects in space with the control panel? I was telling the devs, like, you know, so you've got all these buttons and everything for controlling stuff. What they should have for a game like that is brace for impact, right? And what that would be is you'd have 2 big like fixed handles at the front with triggers on them. And when you're about to get hit by a big missile, you would have to grab these and pull the triggers to show that you were holding on. And if you didn't, the screen would go blank because you are stunned. That was my, like, awesome idea. Okay, so I'm going to put on the brakes. Now, let's see. Stability control, thrust to 100%. Now we need to undock, and I don't think I have an action group assigned to this anymore. Decouple node. Okay, so there it is sitting there. Uh-huh. And actually, I think I'm just going to toggle brakes. Okay, so let's do this. Arm the accelerator. Start the countdown. Here we go. Gonna turn this off. And... oh, look at that! Engines aren't starting. Activate engine. This is not the liftoff I was anticipating. What the hell is going on with these here? What do these things think they're doing? It's just... what kind of control system is that? Oh, now they know what they're doing. I think those aren't sure whether they're in front of or behind the center of mass. Okay. I'm still liking that. I'm still thinking good things here. Okay, so we're gonna revert to the spaceplane hangar because we have some extra things. So we need to do action groups. Action groups will be custom 1, will be the decouple. Right, so that'll be decouple and undock. Action 2 will be to toggle these engines because we need both these engines. Toggle engine. Custom 3 will be probably switch mode for all these engines. Anything else? I think this is going to work. Docking clamps can be staged, but we're not doing that this time. Oh, we could probably pitch up immediately. I'm sure that would work, but we're doing this. So, what do we do again? One there, it just drops down, and I then activate arm accelerator, start countdown, and we're sitting here. And as soon as this goes, we have to press G. Yes! Excellent! It does appear to have some frame rate issues, let's say. Okay, I'm gonna come around and try flying this thing into something. Just give me a second, I'm coming back around. Do I have to arm every single tube? No, once you... the way it's set up is you have one master and many slaves, although the part description doesn't make it obvious. But yeah, you have a bunch of slaves and they will all trigger in sequence when the thing comes close. So... I want to see a Kerbal get shot out of that thing like they did to the Cylons in BSG. Okay. I like how even infinitely strong parts still have their limits. Okay, so now what next? One master, many slaves. So that is our launch tube. So now we need to kind of fit this into a full-on Battlestar Galactica. That's the only thing. Oh, you know what we need to do is to fly it from the inside. Even better though, you know what I've realized? Is we should do this. Angle it upwards a little. There we go. Oh yeah, we could turn the power back up. Yes, I think Ben Carson has some interesting terminology there. Okay, look, we're doing this. And I'm going to turn on the brakes, do this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to throttle these engines back down. Drop that there. Arm the accelerator, start the countdown. And yes, we will go back to full power any minute. Oh yeah, cockpit, that's what I wanted to do. Oh! There's the runway! Okay. Well, apparently my thing survived. Do I have wings? I can see wings there. Yeah, look, we still have a wing on that side. Let's come out and see. Yeah, look, totally survived. Can't say that for the runway, however. Yeah, we have the reaction control thrusters as well. I really kind of like the way that I skipped off the runway there. Now, we get 3 engines. Somebody's saying we only have 2 engines. No, we definitely have 3 engines here. Okay, let's see if I can hit the Battlestar Galactica thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we get some loading glitches. Wait, why is that the thing that I'm following? Where's the other bits? Look, it's breakdancing. Engine. Oh, that's still going, but that's not... Uh-oh, the whole thing's falling down! There's that. That's the engine. Where's the cockpit gone? Oh. And they say that it still journeys to this day. Fly! Fly, you glorious, glorious thing. Oh. Let no one tell you your dreams are for naught. Well, yeah, we gotta actually put the power up to 100%. That's a very good point. Because we never did that. Power 100%. And you know what? Yeah, all these things are low power. So I'm gonna need to like take everything off and recopy this whole thing. So pardon me while I just do this. Oh. Yeah, just keep doing that. 100%, 100%. Pure power. So does anybody know how long a launch tube is on the Battlestar Galactica? Because I think we've got this figured out, right? We've got it roughly the right size, and we just need to now fit it into a spaceship. I mean, I think 25 Gs might actually be pushing the limit for what is reasonable for a pilot. Still, actually, you know what? I'm wondering if the landing gear is going to be the problem, whether it's going to cause it to hit the side. Whatever. Crew, pilot is ready. Launch. I'm liking this beer, but I'm not getting through it very fast. The party boy just isn't working for the party. And honestly, I have a lot of stuff to do, so I won't be surprised if I miss the, tonight. Ooh, yeah. Whoa! There, and then we can turn around and come back out. Yeah, you see that? And then down here, we have the thing. So, disable and arm, start the countdown, switch control to this thing, and stability control, fire the engines. Brilliant! That was so cool! Now we just need the sound effects. And the other thing is, it just has weird center of mass issues. I like how it says air pointing in there, just in case we thought, that's where water should go. Let's see if I can do a loop around and head back. We're just like picking up speed. Am I gonna take the launch system to space eventually? I'm gonna turn this off just temporarily. Because I gotta do this turn. I gotta pull out of this dive before it's too late. Yeah, we're never gonna manage this. Or maybe we will. Going straight down at Mach 1. Come on, 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 come on! Come on! Darn, I was so close to doing that! Okay. Yeah, let's actually... We can just cheat this into space, of course, right? Yeah, let's actually just drop this into space. Set orbit off where? Duna? Yeah. Let's do that. There, look at that. How beautiful things. Oh no, and we're on the far side. Man, that's looking good. The only thing is, I bet you we're going to run out of fuel very quickly. So we should probably wait until the thing is pointed the right direction, right? Man, this is looking pretty, huh? This is something special. Like the visual overhauls just keep looking better and better. Oh, wait a second. Are we going to fly into that into Ike? That could be rather unfortunate if that happens. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to cancel out our orbital velocity with this thing. Ready? So, one, arm accelerator, start countdown, switch over, T. I'm going to press G to bring the gear in already. Here we go. Oh, oops. And that's us maybe moving? We're moving very slowly for some reason. Oh, I have no idea what happened there then. No, we're now moving very slowly once again. I think that's what happens when the accelerator breaks. I've moved too far or something. Let's try firing those engines. At least thing kind of flies in space. That's kind of the nice thing. Let's target this thing. We're moving. There we go. Moving back towards it. I kind of like these little thrusters on the nose. They feel very BSG. Although they're not really ideal for what they're doing. Okay, so some Shujin Tribble has gone and done the math, and he thinks that the tubes can be no longer than 119 meters. And I think that's actually not bad because I have some parts which are about that. That's about the length of the launch bay. Let's revert flight and try this again. So I mean, yeah, now that we've got this working, I got to build the rest of the Battlestar around it, and I should probably show you. And let's just save this. Save. Yeah, we have all this. Let's try launching again. You think there was no decoupler though? The decoupler is like a docking port, and those don't generate any thrust unless you ask them to. Set this orbit. I do a lot of math. I'm just like a math doer kind of person. You know what they call someone that does math all the time? They call them a mathemagician, right? Okay, let's try this again. I wonder if I can turn the lights off. Oh, look, we've got lights! Oh, wait, does this thing have lights? And I didn't realize it? Or... No, those lights must be coming from the landing gear. So I'm going to press G to bring in my landing gear now. And then T for stability control. 1, arm accelerator, and just fire accelerator. Yeah, it's moving strangely slowly. Yeah, it's like the accelerator works fine on the ground, but it's not working so well in space. It seems to be thinking very hard about this. You're a little creeped out by all those eyes in the red rings of the accelerator. Yes, well, the eyes in the red rings of the accelerator, those are actually the Cylons that power this. Right, you know, we have Maxwell's demons. Well, these are, you know, Maxwell's Cylons, obviously, that power the launch tubes on the Galactica. Yeah, this is this is not working well. I think I should make a bug report about this, although to be fair, I did scale up the parts twice the size of what it should. No, well, I deliberately fired it quickly to make sure that that wasn't the problem, but I could try that again. Or I could change the decoupling for... Maybe there's a force... But I do think it's interesting that it just seems to stop. We're still moving down it. I like how it's at. We've already moved 200 meters down this by the looks of things. So this accelerator is actually probably too long. Like, so that's 230 meters along. Now, I didn't do a countdown this time. Revert flight. Let's see if we can fix this. The mass on the accelerators is about 10 tons, so they're actually under massed right now. Okay, so let me just see. Decouple. If there are any force here we can change. Clampotron. Ejection force 0. Ejection force. Ejection force. Let's do that. See if that is the problem. Da 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 da. Yeah, Kit was totally a Cylon car. Like, that's why the sequel to Knight Rider, they would have had him basically rebelling against his masters and things like that. Duna. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering if it's a power situation. Let's try this. Hold on. Cheats. Maybe it just might be that we actually don't have enough electricity. That could be the problem. I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, so, but let's do this. So fly around to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Okay, so stability control, bring the gear in, turn the lights on, press 1 to detach, arm accelerator, fire accelerator. Oh, that's better. Yeah, you know what? I think it was just simply that I didn't have enough electrical power. So I left the accelerator at, 200 meters per second, and yeah, pretty much dropped me down, so I'm going to fall towards the planet and die. See? That's good. I mean, in a kind of... Actually, it pointed me retrograde, so I did way better than that. Of course, this thing will never fly in the atmosphere. But I don't care. I just want to I just want to watch it re-enter. Let's see if I can hold this attitude with the reaction control thrusters. And pull out of this dive. 1-to-1 scale executor Star Destroyer. No thank you. I like the fact that I'm actually going beyond escape velocity here. Oh, actually, I'm now dropping. I'm now flying like a plane. Temporarily. I actually have engines on this thing, so I can fly it. I hate flying on Duna. There's like no atmosphere or anything. Oh yeah, and apparently I have time acceleration re-enabled. In theory, could this reach light speed? In Kerbal Space Program, anything can reach light speed because Kerbal Space Program doesn't follow the laws of physics, and you can just cheat. Let's put landing gear down. Look for a place to put it down safely. You know, actually, you can do really large things in KSP. It's just hard. Actually, I cannot. Now I think about it, I want to fly in Joule, right? I did totally get it to work. Because I think it's a power situation is the real problem. I didn't have enough power. So yeah, what we need to do is have it falling into... we need to have it falling into the atmosphere and then firing, right? So what we need to do is have engines on this to slow it down. Engines and attitude control systems, right? So let's go back to the hangar and we'll put like reaction control wheels and we'll put rocket thrusters on it. And then we can put it into an orbit that will be re-entering into Joule and then we can fire this thing. That is going to be a terrible, terrible plan that will not work. Horizon or Zelda, which one do you guys recommend? Well, since you have to buy a new console for Zelda, I would say Horizon. But honestly, I hear that Horizon is just like, meh, but awesome. But it's like, meh, it doesn't do anything before, but it looks awesome. But it doesn't do anything new, but it looks awesome. Whereas Zelda is, of course, one of the finest games ever made, because Zelda is generally always one of the finest games ever made. Not that I'm biased or anything, but I just have always bought Nintendo consoles because I like Nintendo consoles. I mean, I also buy PlayStations always. Don't buy Xboxes. Not because I hate Xboxes, but... There we go. We'll put 8 of these on. That'll help with the thing. And then we can attach some... what we'll do is we'll attach some reaction wheels here. So the idea would be one of these, stick some of those on, and then these reaction control things. Ooh, universal reaction wheel. Yes, that'll do it. That ought to be bigger, right? Why, yes, I think that'll work. How do the game cartridges taste? They taste exactly like game cartridges. What do you expect? Apparently, also, there is going to be another update to No Man's Sky in the coming month or week or something very soon. Set orbit around... let's go to Joule. And I'm probably going to have to put an extra 0 in there. Oh, okay. Make it bigger then. There we go. We're in orbit now. Where's Joule? There's Joule. Ooh, wow. Isn't that pretty? I want to see where this thing goes. We're really close to this. I'm going to go around here, and then I'm going to perform a deorbit burn. T retrograde. Let's see if this thing turns. Look, it is turning very, 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 very slowly. I should probably enable all these engines. Nice. This is part of the Battlestar Galactica launch tube system that I'm testing. I've already enabled infinite fuel. Oh no, I'm well past the infinite fuel enabling stage. So I'm now I'm bringing this thing down, so it'll hopefully bring the periaps down inside Joule's atmosphere, and then I can fire it during re-entry. That's my plan. There we go, look. The orbit is dropping. This thing is only flexing just a little here. That does not look stable to me at all. Oh, man. 4,000. Well, you know, there's a lot of people that totally understandably got upset with No Man's Sky for having all sorts of stuff in their trailers that wasn't in the final game, and I hope that they finally, you know, continue to add all that stuff. Like, I just think it was amazing. It was interesting to see the people, like, that were spending insane amounts of money on the game, and I knew that it would not live up to expectations. Okay. So now we're gonna descend. There it is, there. So we'll fly around. So I slowed the orbit down. I think this, look at this. This is truly fascinating. What is this? What is it? Okay, so we're going to hit the atmosphere soon. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to hit F5 here before we hit the atmosphere. And actually what I'm going to do is use set stability assist rather than anything else. Oh, and that's us hitting the atmosphere. So, I guess I want to try this launch system. So can I arm it beforehand? No. Now, 1. Arm accelerator. Start countdown. Gear. Oh. Gear. We're going to launch during re-entry. Woo! Yes! Brace for turbulence! This is, of course, totally unrealistic because the... We're going to lose this thing. I've realized that and I want to turn this thing around. We would normally die just due to the overheating here. But that's it. That's, you know, me trying to recreate part of that scene from New Caprica, right? Oh, and we lost it. Like, wonderful. Look at that altitude drop. What is my altitude, actually? My apoaps is actually dropping at this point. I should probably keep my nose a little higher than that. Like, everything is on fire here. That's basically it. What? Wait, are these spots here? Now I want to know. I've never visited one of these spots. Are they graphics glitches? Are they miniature storms? Are they snowflakes floating around in the atmosphere, waiting to get offended by someone that's a different color than them? Did I say that? Sorry. Wow. I think I'm going to have to cork this up because I'm going to have to get to bed. But all the same, yeah, I like that. Brace for turbulence. We did the whole thing. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm going to edit this down, of course, repost it. Thanks for iterating, you know, so we'll figure out how to integrate that into the larger ship, obviously. And I'm amazed that that worked. I'm just going to say straight, I'm amazed that that thing worked. Oh, wait, you know what? We're actually going to skip... Wait a second. Oh, look, our Apple apps is actually too high right now. I need to nose this thing down. I aerodynamically skipped out of the atmosphere by accident. Let's fire these engines up. And bingo. Wait a second, what? What? No, I'm still slowing down? I'm really confused here. Vertical speed is still... I'm going too fast, apparently. Oh, I need to do that. Stop! Stop! Why have my engines disabled? Oh, there, that's it. Yeah, this is actually the pose it should be in, right? It's like this. That looks more like a Battlestar Galactica re-entry. Oh man. Yeah, this'll be so cool if I manage to pull off the rest of the thing. And if not, well, whatever. You know, we've messed around with technologies, we've seen things catching fire, and really, isn't that just like the best thing to watch a Kerbal on fire as they descend through the atmosphere? I mean, Lipshade Kerman seems to be quite happy with this. Maybe I should point in the right direction again. It's all gone a bit Moonraker now. Yeah, Moonraker was like one of the most scientifically accurate movies ever made. What is best in life? To see your spaceship screaming through the atmosphere at hypersonic speeds, leaving a trail of flames behind it as it tells the world that it can handle this. That is what's best. Wait. To see your spacecraft entering the atmosphere, to leave a trail of fire behind you and hear the lamentations of everybody else that didn't get to do it. Oh yeah. The Conan the Barbarian movies, gonna just say, the cinematography on those movies are amazing. And I still think that they should make Conan the King with Schwarzenegger. Like, cause he could be an old guy. There we go, let's turn off all those thermometers. We don't need those. It looks so much better without them. Yeah, once again, we've managed to reach high, whatever. I should definitely get lower in the atmosphere. Let's do that. You want to see Conan the Librarian? I think that Conan the Librarian is I don't know. There's it should be Roger Kerman in Moonraker. Yeah, let's not remember that anymore. And he should be facing off against Mr. J. Kerman with his metal teeth. Mach number 4.3. Wait, really? Oh, I guess I'm falling down and the velocities. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice view. It's just... This is an interesting observation, by the way. The shader only runs when it has the source of it on the screen. So when you look out and it disappears, you don't get to see any of that. Oh yeah, no, Conan as a barbarian, I mean, he's not dumb. People who think that barbarians are dumb are the kind of people that get their, have their empires crushed by barbarian hordes, right? You know, air and fire are pretty closely related. Oh, look, it seems to be chilling out a little now. We're now only going at 3 kilometers per second. I still want to find one of these white dots and investigate it. I hope we end up near one of them. Yes, something blue. I know that quote as well. The barbarian comes from the Greek going blah 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 blah. Basically saying, we don't know what these guys are saying. I gotta say, with the red, this actually looks red here. Is that... Like, see that? Because of the green, these things actually kind of look red because the white balance has changed in my... I think that's just an optical illusion because everything here is so green. And once... Because it actually looks a lot cooler like that. You see that? Get to the chopper. Yeah, this actually looks more like a... yeah, we burned it. That's right. We burned the darn thing. Oh, that might also be true. It might be down to thermal effects that's making that look red as well. I mean, those bits would actually be some of the hottest things. I still think it looks pretty good for a Viper. Not quite correct in many ways, but good enough that it works for me. Now, can I see, if I nose down, can I see one of those white spots there? There's one of those white spots there. I'm never going to get to it. I can fire up those engines again. It's starting to descend into the dark, the deeper parts of the atmosphere here. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and get to one of those things. 100 kilometers up. That's the closest one I think I can see here. Oh wait, there's one right below me. Wait, I should just go straight down. Stop, stop, come back. Come back. We're just gonna go straight down to this thing. Why fly when I can go straight ahead? I want to know what this white spot is. I mean, there are white spots in Jupiter, obviously, and there are clouds and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm flying over Joule. Uh-oh. Look at the cracks in that glass. It's not able to handle the atmospheric pressure here. Yeah, we're going straight down at 400 meters per second. I should maybe fire the engines a little more. It's gonna take me 3 orbits to land. What are you talking about? I get like infinite fuel here. It's just gonna take a long time to go down because there's so much atmospheric drag here. Yeah, there's no surface on Joule, that's the thing. There's no terrain on Joule, and I think one of the reasons that the devs didn't have any real atmosphere or anything on Joule is because basically the physics, you know, the terrain system doesn't work well when you scale it up to something that size. I mean, they wanted to have a gas giant, but as soon as you start trying to do terrain and stuff, it all falls apart. I think it's a Kraken egg. That's right. That's exactly what it is. It's looking hexagonal. See that? Nothing natural would have 6 sides, except for all those things that have 6 sides. But other than those, nothing rational, nothing natural could have 6 sides. Okay, we're a bit... All my carbon is going to be crushed into diamond. All your carbon is belong to us. It might be a will-o'-the-wisp. Yes, it might be encouraging me to come straight down into the atmosphere and investigate this. Fall to my doom. I have no idea what it is. But dang, that's a nice view there, huh? I just need to get the right angle. Look at that. Okay, 27 kilometers. Nothing rational, yes. Kraken eggs were octagonal. It's just not a storm, it's a vortex, which isn't technically this. So someone's talking about the hexagonal shaped structure at the pole on Saturn. That's not actually a storm. I mean, it's a weather system, but I'm not sure you would call it a storm. It's like a vortex, which is really interesting thing. Okay, I should probably start trying to pull out of this dive. Oh yeah, totally pulls out of this dive. So I think I want to circle my way down rather than hitting the ground at high speeds. Kraken eggs have crystal shells. Really? I think you're just making that up. Who is the expert on Krakens here? Because it's certainly not me. I mean, I experience the Kraken all the time, but I wouldn't call myself an expert. Yeah, if you could go to the center, the problem is the center of gas giants still have a rocky, solid core, right? And long before you get to that, you probably get liquid hydrogen and then possibly metallic hydrogen. What happens when the altitude reaches 0 is you go negative and sometimes you bounce off. So I'm just going to I'm going to turn. There, look, see? This thing totally turns like a... I think it actually turns better. I'm kind of surprised at how slow this thing is. Maybe it's just my shadows shimmering. That would be highly unlikely because I saw several other locations with this in it. I mean, I think what it really is is it's a glitch at the corner of, squares, basically. Like where the terrain, or sorry, where the textures are being stitched together. I won't be surprised if we get hexagonal constructs in certain locations. In fact, if we look at latitude and longitude, I wonder if it matches up to like a specific thing that we would expect. And actually, given that I don't know what we would expect, I don't know. This is actually having a really hard time doing anything but falling now. This is me going now at 50% thrust and I'm not moving very fast. It's actually, now I'm curious because I'm down this low and I can't get my nose up. I wonder if I can even escape. What is the G-force at the surface? Oh, wait. G-force 193. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, now I'm definitely curious. I'm gonna try getting out of here. Let's see, if I shut down this engine and go to 100% thrust, will that torque me upwards? Oh, R. No, reaction control thrusters. Totally not working. I have fuel. Why do the reaction control system not work? Oh, come on! I'm trying to pull upwards, but it's just stuck in this dive here. Oh, how about I give myself some more control authority here? There we go. Give me more authority! Respect my authority! Oh, those are already maxed out as well. Yeah, it's just like moving through treacle! It's on closed cycle mode though, that's the thing. So there's no gimbal on this of any note. Is there anything else I can use? That's maxed out. I have all my control surfaces maxed, going to the max, maxified in every single possible way. And these things are not working. Oh yeah, so here's the thing. Specific impulse on my reaction control thrusters, 0, because the atmospheric pressure is so high. Liquid fuel, liquid fuel. Do I have a way to dump liquid fuel here? Probably not. I mean, I guess I could turn off cheats for a second. Uh-oh, cheats. Let's try that. There we go. There, now we've turned those back on. Okay, so... Wait a second. Liquid fuel... Out! There we go. Oh, no, no. No, no. Out. Why is the liquid fuel flowing so slowly? It transferred into this thing really quickly. Ugh. This is not responding. I might try flying. No, I'm deliberately trying to torque my nose up by having that engine producing a torque. What I really want is for these things to work, but they ain't doing anything. Okay. Out. Trying to basically get the fuel pumped backwards. Out. Awesome. And that's all there. This... So that's me moved all the fuel backwards that I can, and we're still going down. And we're now moving at a grand speed of 21 meters per second. Okay, let's just fire this thing up again. Activate engine. Let's just see if we can pick up some speed. Landing gear. Not gonna help. Oh wait, there's more things here. Oh yeah, let's turn those up. That doesn't do anything. Too much gravity. Try flipping it over. It worked for Denzel. Yes, let's try flipping it over. I'm... Actually... Well, that worked for about 5 seconds, but no. Now he is going down. He ain't getting anywhere. Now the hexagon is... That's it right there, yeah. It's become much more faded. But it's definitely there. See that? I tell you what, you know what it is? It's the power of the hexagon. It's pulling us in. Let's just EVA out of this. What's gonna happen to the thing? It's going down below. So what'll happen is this will start going negative. And then at some point I'll bounce and the game will probably freak out. And then maybe I'll die. There we go. Negative, negative, negative. Things exploding. Instant destructification. So we're below the surface here. And we died at 250 meters. And that's it. That's it, guys. I'm sorry I wasted far too much time doing this. I'll see you all next time. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.